Hey everyone. Well, I'm here. Okay, I'm here to uh, talk about. Here to show you my chaotic deck, the deck I made. Well, it's not as bad as the other decks from other chaotic tubers, like low tier for life's elementalist deck, Rhymus as well, overworld deck, any other decks. Well, here's my own chaotic deck. This is my made up chaotic here, Icy. So for first, it's her. She made for all you Winx Club fans, you really love Winx Club. I'm a sort of I'm a chaotic fan for that, and also I really like Icy, especially battling at the overworld. I made her an overworlder is that she is Bloom's opposite. That's it. However, she has air and water, water 5, waterproof 10, unique and loyal to overworlds and witches. And believe it or not, she's an overworld witch elementalist muse. That means she's for all you chaotic fans and any Winx Club. I made some crossover cards of chaotic with other cartoons and other anime, such as Fairy Tail, Courage the Cowardly Dog, you name it. And I made some battle gear for that. Well, Icy, she's my main star of my deck. I mainly use her a lot. However, I also use the creatures all in my deck. Icy is my go-to. She's very good. And she's a lot, for any Winx Club fan, you know a lot about her. She's ruthless, she's cold-hearted, and she's very mean. She's the Queen of Ice. For that. Next, here's my Maxor. However, my Maxor is a premium foil, and for any chaotic fan who don't like the premium foil, sorry. But for me, I still, who cares about the rare, about the shiny flashing? It's not about the card. It's not about the card. The card foiling. It's now how to use them. And I use my Maxor very good in my deck. Next is have my Bidua. However, he's a common. However, a pretty good common to be exact. And that be my reason. And not about the rarity of the cards. And how to use them. Anyway. And plus, he's also good in the front line. These are my frontline creatures. Next, here's Kinian, an Overworld Ambassador. For all you chaotic fans, you know about the episode in Newbie. There's the chaotic, known as Parent Princess. She's used Kinian once before. She's very good. She's known to be very good with Palladium music, and so it'd be best if you put her in the middle row and give her, and like Peyton, like I said, you get ready for the pretty unexpected. Then there's Unda. Well, Unda is also a very good card. She's very good. She can help most of my most of my front row in giving them an extra water element, and give them the element type water. so I can reach my attack, do more damage on the attacks, such as Rustostic and Uncertainty. We'll get to those later. Then there's Ikataj. He's very good. An overworld elementalist himself, he's also very good. He can allow his ability and allow and use their elementalists to gain music after they won a battle. And Icy is very good. And with Icy disciplines, the disciplines I give to Icy, she can be good enough to take down many enemies. She can gain more musician counters, just in case. Then for the battle gear. I give Maxor the Citadel fragments, so he can be up to par. So he can be up to par to Major Tom's Maxor. His original Maxor, before the scan. After the scan, he got the Maxor scan. Not before he had his Maxor card before, but his Maxor scan. His original Maxor scan. I give Icy the Citadel fragments so she can do Earth attacks. That way she can do better in the Earth attacks. I give a bit of the flip foot so he can gain more speed and wisdom, and it's really good. It'll be helpful for most discipline attacks and wisdom. I give Kenny on a staff of wisdom so she can do a lot better in her most discipline attacks, such as wisdom and most wisdom challenges. I give Under the Ring of Gnawing so he can be a lot more stronger, a bit more stronger, and a lot more wiser. So she can also do better in the attacks. Then there's, and I give Ikatas the Orb of Foresight. Very useful. Very useful. Very useful. And very useful. Now for the locations. Well, here's the locations I have. But first I need to clear up my path. Alright, here's the locations. Well, my first one is the Carnival Confusion. Very good. A very good location. It can scramble the location around and know how to scramble the locations. It'll help you scramble the location. This location will make your opponent expect what's gonna happen. However, it's a double-edged sword. Believe me, it is. That it according to Kaz, in Kaz's case, the Carnival Confusion confused creature elements and types, mixing them up, making it harder for most creatures to do their attacks. However, there's only one creature in the chaotic game, not not in the other in chaotic game. I created another overworld creature that can do all elements. However, but in the game, but not my main chaotic creatures, it's Heptat. He's immune to the effects to the Carnival of Confusion. He's immune to the effects. It's that he's immune to it. He has all the elements. And what makes things better, he can deal additional damage on all of his attacks. Very beneficial if you have Heptat. I created a chaotic creature. I also created a chaotic creature. A Winx Club chaotic creature. Daphne, Bloom's older sister and Magic's history teacher. Althea's history teacher. She's also, you know that Daphne's good at elemental magic. And she's good at elemental attacks. And plus, I give her the ability to make and cast music from any tribe. And she can deal additional damage on elemental attacks. So, she's also immune to the effects of the Carnival Confusion. And she can do massive damage. So, it'd be better if you have her. But if I could have her in my deck. However, if you have this location, make sure you have Heptat with you. It'll be very good. Next is the Lava Pond. A classic location. However, it's a location from the underworld. However, it may not be good for most of my creatures. However, it might be good for my Maxor. It's very good for my Maxor. However, Maxor is that he can do fire attacks and Ikatosh too. However, for most of my creatures, that some of them, few of them can do air, and that's a bad idea. It's bad. It's very bad. It's very bad. That's what happens. Since it's icy and Bidua, it's not a very good location. However, so if you comment down below and you want me, you can give me some tips on how to make a better deck. Comment on what locations I can use to make my deck even better. In the meantime, let's continue. Then I have Kiru City. A very good location. A very popular one. The capital of the overworld and the capital of the overworld. Very good. Overworld creatures can gain 10 energy and initiative wisdom. And most of my creatures are wisdom based. They're very good. And they can gain an extra energy. That means I can in battles to the end. You can have a fighting chance. Nexus Stronghold Morn. A very good location. And known to be very good. In the beginning of combat, you can gain all elemental types. Very useful. You can do any elemental type. And you can do any attack. Making you very versatile and making your creature very versatile and very good. Next is Skeletal Springs. An overworld initiative location, and it's very good. It's good for creatures that in water. It can gain water 5 and boost up the water attacks such as Unda, Icy, and Ikatosh. They can do really well. And it'd be very good if I'm battling against Marillions, such as Flumorphers. Especially when they're Flumorphers. It'll help me in battle. It'll prevent me from getting taken down from a Marillion deck or a minion deck. Next is the Riverlands, the Abandoned Waste. However, it's very good. I can do it allows us allow players to shuffle their attack hand into their attack deck and draw 2 attack cards. Allow a better chance, and better your chances in getting better attacks and do more and do better. Then it's Elementier. Initiative Elementalist. It's very good. It's that creatures. It's very good. It's that element and creatures can engage creatures gain 5 energy for an elemental type they have, and a very, very useful. That and all my creatures can gain 10 energy. However, Icy with the Citadel Fragments. And with the Citadel Lowstone, she can gain 15 energy. And Maxor with the Citadel Fragments, he can gain an extra 10 energy. Helping him survive your next attacks. Helping you survive your turn. Then there's Brawler's Burrow. A very good location. Especially for discipline-based decks. And plus, and his name implies, you have to fight. His name implies, and when they become the active player, all the players shuffle their together with their attacks, all the attack from their attack discard pile into the deck, and giving you a better chance in the fight, in the battle, and do your attacks. Very good. Then there's Silchar's Mind. A rare location. It's from Fire and Stone. Well, it's a pretty good location to be exact. Is that it'll help most of my creature, especially my front row and Kinian. It'll help. It can protect me and deal more than 20 damage. And it'll be instead of be 20 damage. So that means I can be. The damage will be reduced to 20. That means it can't be no higher than 20. Then there's the Star Tower of Kensep. A very good location. Initiative Air. It says here at the beginning, in the start of combat, the controller of the game creature with the highest wisdom may remove a music counter from a creature they control. If they do, they put a music count on a creature they control. So that means if your creature had the highest wisdom, if your engaged creature had the highest wisdom, you can take one magician and music counter from a creature you control. You can put one musician on the creature you control. Take one musician from the creature you control to put it to another to a creature that to another creature that you also control. Pretty helpful, especially for musics. You want to cast music in musics. Next, here comes. And speaking of musics, here in the music I have. First is Chorus of Kataka, a very generic music, very good. However, it can help me cast music from any tribe. However, the most music that I have in my deck are overworlders. However, if I want to cast music right now, it'll be helpful. It'll be helpful. It'll be very helpful. Then there's Battle Song Renewal. A very good overworld music for healing. It can help mainly for the caster. It can help me heal back in some energy. Then there's Odd Opus. A very good music. It can help. It'll help you do better on your discipline attacks and it helps you gain more energy, making you stronger enough to take into the next level. Then there's Rhyme of the Reckless. are very good overworld music. It can be used. This music can be used in it's very useful. And believe me, it is. You can, if your opponent has it's very good against war. So if you want, if you have this music, it's best if him battling against a war beast. Is that war beasts or any creatures that are very powerful, such as Oni, any creature that's very powerful. It would be best. It would be best you have this, and you gotta use it on the right time. Is that it can bounce the attack, it can bounce the damage right back at your opponent. Your opponent gains at your opponent's creature, dealing the same damage dealt to you, dealing the same damage that your creature has been dealt. Like people always say, what goes around comes around. Pretty useful. Then there's Hymn of the Elements, a very good overworld music. It'll help. You can gain any elemental type. Good for elemental decks. However, it's very useful. Is that most of my. Then here's the Mepeti music I only have. Symphony of the Guard. It's you only have one music counter. However, my creature allows the creature gains Earth 5 and Air 5. However, but I don't control Mepetian, so I can gain those. I only gain those. Then there's the attacks. I have very good at. Alright, there's the ultra rare attack Apocalypse. Well, this is the first ultra rare attack I pulled from a booster pack. It's the first ultra rare I've got. No premium pack, nothing. Very useful. It can deal damage to 5 damage to all elements, and also if I have all elements, I can flip opposing. I can deactivate the opposing creature's battle gear, flipping it face down, draw an attack, discard an attack, and deal 5 damage and gain 5 energy on the end of its turn. Pretty crazy. Then it's Instantaneous Inspiration. I don't know how to pronounce that, but very good. Is that you can deal max total 25 damage if you have wisdom, that's 6. If you have at least 60 wisdom or in speed, or very useful. Then there's Caustic Cascade, the only water elemental attack. No, very powerful. It's a powerful water attack, and however, only Unda, Icy, and Ikataj can do it. However, there's some attacks but there's an attack that can help me do that. That can make it up. Mind Strike, very good Wisdom Discipline attack, and you can deal 15 into 20 damage if your creature has water. Very useful, very good. Funnel Blast. Well, most of my creatures can do that. However, Maxor, not so much. And Ikataj too. Gear Grind, very good. You can deactivate the battle gear, so it's very good if you're facing against a creature. There's a very powerful battle gear, and it's best you can deactivate it, and it won't do any good. Then it's Hydro Balls, and that's the attack that can help me. Is that it can make up for the water. And for the water element, very good for wisdom base and dex. Then there's piercing brilliance, very good. It can do a very good wisdom attack, 5 damage. However, wisdom 15, deal 10. You can deal and it will be a lot better for it's very good is that it'll be helpful is that your opposing engagement can lose 15 wisdom, meaning that it'll give you an opportunity to do more attack and do better on your wisdom discipline and wisdom challenges. Then there's force balls, very good. All my creatures can do that. Elemental Side Blast, very good. And since some of my creatures have all my creatures have an element, they can do damage. However, Under will do the least. Under and Kinian will do the least. Rustotic ×2, very classic, a very popular attack from the show, very popular, and very useful. Wind Slash, very good. Unsanity, I like that. I can deal. Evaporize. Well, it's not an attack that can be used offensively, but it can be used for defensively. It can help heal back, and most of my creatures have, at least half of my creatures have high courage, so very useful. Quick Exit ×2. I really love this attack. Is that you're just doing it and disappearing. I imagine if I can do that attack, I'll use both. I clap my hands together, then send the opponent away, far away, or I can use it as teleportation. I can do it like teleporting, teleportation, kind of like that. Then there's Muge's Edge, very good for discipline base, and good for Muges. However, since I only have one Muge in my deck, it can deal 10 damage for that. Flash Mend, very good, very good. It's a very good attack. However, like Evaporize, it doesn't do any. It just heals back, and well, it can help me in battle and keep the battle going. Then Tornado Tackle, very good, and you can shuffle your attack deck, and both players can reshuffle your attack deck, and it'll be good. It can help and cancel out most Muge exactly with attacks. However, very useful. So this is my chaotic deck so far. Very good. It's very good. However, it's not as best as the other decks. Like No Tear for Life, and Overworld Elementalist deck, Bermuda Ruds, Overworld deck, any other chaotic decks. Very good. It's not as good as that. Well, I'll shout. I like to shout at some chaotic tubers like PI3 Assassin, Low Tier for Life, and Chaotic. It's chaotic. You should check that out. Check out PI3 Assassin. You should check Chaotic TTG stuff. You should check his channel. Bermuda Ruds. You should really check his. You should really check it. And also B Player A. And also Negative Legend. Well, Negative Legend, You're really good. You really are a legend. That you bring the nostalgic and chaotic. And you said about fairies and about fairies. Well, I created and some wink club fairies and stuff. However, I'll show you on another video. So, and that's it. That's it. And check and check on the comment. And that's it for me. That's it for now. On the comments below, on your comments, and you can give me some tips on how to make a better overworld deck that I want to do a good one. And give a like and have a good day. Have a good day.